Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give you guys a 1-month update on baby Lucas Christopher and let you know how he's doing and what's going on. I love watching the monthly updates that other moms post about their babies. It's really interesting to kind of see where your baby is, kind of get an idea of where other people's babies are. So Lucas is going to be actually 6 weeks in 2 or 3 days, just a little bit past the 1-month mark for him, but I thought you guys might be curious, so I wanted to share. Plus he's just so adorable, he's so cute, and I feel like for me every day he just gets cuter and cuter, and the love for him just grows every day as you get to know your baby. And you know, because it's this new person, and it's like, you know, my husband and I, we've already bonded with Ariana, and then we've got this new guy, Lucas, and it's like, okay, well, who are you? How do you fit into this family and stuff? So, but it's really fun being his mom, and I'm just really enjoying having this little boy, and I just can't wait for the future and to see, you know, how that goes, like the dynamic of choo-choo trains and all the things that are boys. So if I didn't mention it in my last video when I talked about my labor story, Lucas had jaundice when he was born. And so he had to get his foot, like the blood drawn from his foot to make sure the levels weren't going too high, and that was awful. If any of you moms out there have had a baby who's had jaundice, then you know my pain and how it feels to see your baby cry when their foot is getting stuck with a needle and blood is being drawn, and he's just this newborn, and you know, so that was really hard, and we just wanted him to be healthy. But I've had other relatives in my family whose babies have had jaundice, and it just seemed like such a normal thing that a lot of babies have jaundice, and I guess most babies have like a little bit of it, but his levels were high. Like you could tell that he was yellow. He didn't have to be under any kind of light, and within a few days, or like within a week or so of him being born, by the second week, like the jaundice was gone. So I was really glad and thankful, and we were praying and everything that would be a non-issue, and it you know, it all worked out. So when Lucas was born, he was 8 pounds 11 ounces, 22 inches long according to the hospital measurements. And so I think now that he's like almost 6 weeks, I want to say he's 14 pounds, but I don't know for sure. I need to weigh him. All I know is he's wearing 3-month clothes now, and he's only, you know, 5 weeks old. So 5 weeks wearing, actually he's wearing some 3 to 6 month size clothes. He's a big baby. And I didn't expect to have such a big baby, just didn't see it coming. And so it's really great. When people see him, they think he's like a 2-month-old, or you know, they think he's older than he is, and I think it's just because he's so big. And he's really fat and chunky, which I'm really glad to see him chunky, because it makes me feel like he's healthy. I am breastfeeding, so you know, you want to make sure that your baby's getting adequate nutrition and being fed. And as far as like if he's an easy baby or not, he's an average baby, I would say, because I felt like my daughter was a harder baby, my firstborn. She cried during diaper changes, she cried during outfit changes. Lucas does not cry during diaper changes or outfit changes, rarely. You know, it's because if he's crying during an outfit change, it's because he was crying anyway beforehand. But generally he's pretty calm and mellow during diaper changes and outfit changes, which is great for me, because with my daughter, like hearing your baby cry is like nails on a chalkboard. You don't want to hear that sound, and it just makes you upset. And he does his fair share of crying though, like during the evening times. Sometimes he'll cry just because he's fussing, and I've heard or read that, you know, fussing at night can be normal. Especially during the 3rd and 4th week was really hard, or even the second to the 4th week. That was probably the most stressful, hardest time for me. At first, like in my last video with Lucas where I was doing my labor story, he seemed like such an easy baby, and then something happened right after that. He just kind of became, you know, it was just a really hard transitional time. Ariana started showing more signs of you know, that jealousy and that you know, whatever syndrome or whatever it is that happens to the firstborn kids when all of a sudden there's a new baby. There was a new baby, so it's this total change to her world. You know, she started waking in the night. There was a point where I had three people in the bed, me and the baby and the toddler. And then finally I was like, no, I can't do this. And that was probably sometime last week. I was like, no more of Ariana coming in my bed at night because I can't juggle all these kids. They were like waking each other up with each one crying and being fussy and making noise. So I followed Super Nanny's technique with my daughter. I have the Super Nanny book. If any of you guys have seen the ABC television show Super Nanny, I really love her and I think she's great. So I've been following her book with my daughter, who is now a toddler. She's going to be 20 months like in a few days because her birthday's in February. So, you know, it's kind of, she's my big girl now. So I'm having to treat her like one, and she's no longer the little baby. And so, but she does love her brother very much. She's always kissing him every chance she gets. And so on one hand, she like kisses him and loves him, but on the other hand, she still wants mommy and daddy's attention all the time. And she just wants to be that center of attention, that baby. So if any of you guys have two kids under 2, you might have an idea of what I'm going through. So Lucas was crying a lot in the car rides. I was visiting my parents a lot to get their help, and my parents live about 10-15 minutes away from me, and so he was crying a lot in the car. So that's been hard because I thought he wasn't going to be the kind of baby that cried in the car, because Ariana cried in the car until, well, it felt like forever, but probably around 3 to 4 months things calmed down and, you know, car rides became more tolerable. But when you have a baby that cries in the car, you almost feel like you can't go anywhere. You don't want to do a 20-minute car ride to go somewhere, to the mall or whatever, because you're going to be listening to a screaming baby for 20 minutes going there and 20 minutes coming back, and it can be grating, and it's already stressful enough driving, you know, having to worry about people on the road and, you know, craziness. To have a kid screaming, it just doesn't make the ride very enjoyable. So I limit my car rides just to going to my parents, and that's really the only place I've gone. And I need to go to my P.O. box because a couple of you guys have written me telling me you've sent things and they've been sent back, or just they're waiting for me and I just haven't gotten to the P.O. box. So I need to do that to go keep in touch with you guys. I've been nursing him on demand, and I don't really have any kind of feeding schedule for him. Just whenever he's hungry, he gets to eat. But my day, I've started more of a routine in the 4th week. So the month, like once you reach that 5, like getting closer to this 6-week marker, after you pass that 1 month date, I feel like things have gotten a lot easier because there's more routine. At least for me, having more of a routine has really helped me to kind of organize my day, and it's just really nice to have a routine. You're less stressed, and so that has really helped. I mean, the fact that I'm able to film this video because they're both napping at the same time, that's kind of been part of the routine for this past week. And I didn't have them napping at the same time up until probably 10 days ago. So it's been really nice, and I want to continue doing this. So it's just, you know, that first month, if there's any new moms out there, I feel you. I feel your pain of not sleeping. It's totally a shock. You know, Ariana had been sleeping through the night for the past couple of months before Lucas was born, and it was so wonderful, and I took that sleep for granted again, having it back. It's just really wonderful when you have a good night's rest. You're not irritable, you're not doing crazy things. Like, if you haven't slept, I think that's the hardest part about being a new mom or having a second baby is not sleeping. Because if you are without sleep or not having a good night's rest, then you can't really function during the day. You can't make good choices. You're going to be fumbling around. And so I empathize with you moms out there who are new to it. It does get easier. It got easier with Ariana, so I know it's going to get even easier with Lucas. It's just a matter of, you know, getting through those milestones. And my husband is reminding me to enjoy this time because it will never come back. So it is hard. I will be honest, if I'm completely honest with you, to try to enjoy his tiny babiness. Actually, he's never been a tiny baby, but you know, like that 1 month, that first month, to enjoy it because it just flies by. And on one hand, you're happy that it's flying by because you're starting to sleep more, like me. Like, I feel great knowing that I'm going to be getting more sleep as the weeks come on. But on the other hand, you know, that time is very special. So, but it was hard also juggling my firstborn. It's really hard seeing that I can't give her the kind of attention that I used to give her. That was probably one of the hardest parts also about having a second baby, is just juggling them both. And it just, you know, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. And she started to adjust, you know, the whole family adjusts. And so also, as far as getting out of the house, I have not been getting out of the house at all. So except to go to the park, unless my husband is with me, I really haven't gone anywhere. It's just, you know, it's a big transition. Because of lack of sleep and all that and the crying in the car, I just rather stay home. So, but I remember with my daughter, it was closer to her turning 3 months is when I really started getting out of the house, like that 2.5 to 3 month mark. I started to feel confident, like at 10 weeks. So when I do the 2-month update, if you have any questions for the next video when I update you guys on Lucas, please leave them in the description box below so I know what you guys want to hear for these baby updates. You know, what are you most interested in knowing? I would love to be able to cater these types of videos more to what you guys want to hear or know. You want to know as a mom that it is going to get better, and so yes, let us encourage each other that it does get better. Because I remember asking other moms when I had my first baby, I asked other moms, does this get easier? Please tell me it gets easier. And they don't really offer you any support. They're like happy to see you suffer or something. They're like, yeah, your life is different, you know. I don't know, maybe they were, because Ariana wanted to be carried so much, and I was like, how can I go the rest of this year constantly carrying this baby? It was just such an adjustment for me, and you kind of adjust to it. You get used to carrying them all the time, I guess. So I guess not all moms are for carrying their kids all the time. They just let them cry. But having one of those baby carriers where you can use both arms, that really helps. So I'll leave in the description box below the 2 types of baby carriers that I used that have helped me so much. And I think I hear my daughter crying, so that is my cue to leave. Please like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Share this video with other moms that you think, or if anyone who you think might be interested. And have a great day, everyone. Bye.